My favorite way to proof is using these large XL bags made by Ziploc. They're food grade, relatively inexpensive, and Danish, like croissant, should not proof any higher than 84 to 85 degrees Fahrenheit. So at a normal room temperature of about 70 degrees, in the bag, I'm going to use a deli cup to make sure that the bag does not fall onto my Danish. So I have basically room temperature, my bag, so room temperature in the bag. I want to get just a little bit of warmth in there. So I take either a Pyrex measuring cup like I have here, or one of your large coffee or tea mugs, and I'm going to fill it 3/4 of the way with boiling water. This creates just enough warmth and steam to proof our Danish. Now, most laminated doughs take between 30 and 45 minutes to proof. So, as you can see, the water's in there. I have something to keep the bag from touching the bear claws, and then I zip the bag shut, and we're just going to move this out of the way. If you search proofing at home online and you start to look at different ways people proof at home, you'll see a variety of techniques. But I like this method because the plastic does not get at all compromised by this little bit of heat because it is food grade plastic. You can brine your Thanksgiving turkey in this bag if you'd like. Okay, so now that, I'm going to check that in about 30 minutes, but I have this tray of Danish in the 3 stages of proofing. So I want to talk to you about this. This is one of our bear claws. Its brothers are in the bag there that we just shaped. So the dough is still tight. There's our abricot, and you can see that the abricot has just begun to puff up a little. And then finally, here's our frame. That was the first advanced shape that we shaped, and you can see they're quite puffy. When the Danish are ready to bake, like this one, they look like they took a breath and held it. And if you take your fingers and gently squeeze the sides, your finger imprint will stay. Let's squeeze our bear claw. See, it begins to spring right back. This one is getting there, but no, not yet. When we bake at home, proofing is one of our difficult steps. So I'm hoping that in seeing the completely unproofed dough, the partially proofed dough, and this frame that's ready to go into the oven, you have a clear vision of what your Danish should look like. Now, I'd like to make one more point about proofing your Danish in the bag. If, after 30 minutes, let's say your kitchen is on the cold side, and you go to check them, and they just haven't moved. They look almost the same as when you slip them in the bag. What I want you to do is empty the mug of water. You can reboil the water that's in there. That's fine. But in other words, refresh the cup with boiling water, put it back in the bag, seal it up, and then give them another 15 or 20 minutes to open up for you. And then check again. Remember, before they go in the oven, they need to look like this, nice and light and puffy. Once they're proofed, we're going to egg wash them carefully. If you have any empty Danish, fill them, and then right away into the oven they go.